take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly, as they get ready to match up with the New York Giants. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Jackson now. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
How about his performance last week? Over 200 yards. I think his decisiveness. One cut, and he goes. That's what's really made him pile up the yardage.
And the yardage he piled up last week, easily honored with NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I would have voted for him.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Now Jones. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Hassan Reddick It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Throwing Jones. And the pressure gets to him again. Hassan Reddick able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting him score a touchdown versus holding him to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Sanders. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Giants, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
From the 38, Jackson. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And that's incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Second and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 30.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Let's go, dude. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
Everyone, you got 4 down. 16. Watch 16. He likes to go for the sideline.
Here's Jackson to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Eluding the pressure right. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And some room to roam now. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Cam Akers, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead grows to 10-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Jackson. And this is caught by Watkins. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Going deep here for Watkins. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch QB drop.
Jackson from the shotgun. Flushed out right. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 20-yard line. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 right at the 20. To throw is Jackson. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Jackson. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First play of the drive, lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Off play action. Jones. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Eric Harris who picks it. And they start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
On first down, Sanders. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go play action with Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Play action. Now Jackson. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. Sanders, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 14-10. Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 2nd and 7, Jones. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. A big play there for the Giants. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Flush to his right. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. John Ross with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. Gano the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. They go play action now. Jackson dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now it's Jackson. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Play action. It's Jackson. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 39 yards. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jackson will throw again. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. It's Eric Harris who picks it. And he's giving his guys a shot for 8 points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. The kick by Everett is good. And that will do it for this first half. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Here he goes. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
The throw over the middle taken in, and they worked this well upfield across the 45.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
83 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Looking to throw. Jones. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Javon Hargrave able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Jones is going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the three.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Now Jackson. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 27-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
With touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles have retaken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Giants. John Ross with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Giants have retaken a 3rd quarter lead.
Gano now to add the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
A throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Now it's Jackson.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Throwing is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury.
And the Giants are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
And he'll just get rid of it.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Jones to throw on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Now a throw here to his running back. Sanders shaking and baking and able to get it across the 20 before they get to him.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for him there, didn't it?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Off the play fake, Jackson. Flush to his right. He will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far, a big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game, exactly the formula they need. And I got to tell you, partner, I like it when you think back to something I said that actually comes true. It's actually right.
It happens more often than you might think. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st down, it's Sanders, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Off play action, Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down, but they are in field goal range already. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. The kick by Elliott is good. And we are all tied here in the final stages. So a big kick to get this back to even. And now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense, just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Jones. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big connection on that one. 33 yards.
They'll run on first down with Akers.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now Jones.
Sliding out of the pocket. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. It's complete. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation. Extra point try good by Gano. And they will take a 7-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Jackson.
And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Throwing, Jackson.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off near the 29.
And the Giants are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this